So with the arrival of the 2021 Nissan Versa, I get asked a lot what the difference is between the Nissan Sentra and the Nissan Versa. So today we're going to compare and contrast the 2021 Nissan Sentra and the 2021 Nissan Versa to help you determine which one should you buy. So welcome back to my channel, Cars Unlocked, guys, where I do car reviews, how-tos, vehicle comparisons. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. Today I have the 2021 Nissan Sentra SV and the 2021 Nissan Versa SV, and we're gonna compare and contrast. We're right in the middle here, guys. Those are middle packages, so there is a lot of value in these packages. Let's see which one should you buy. So the first thing you want to consider when buying a vehicle is your budget and the price, and both of them are a similar price point, but the Sentra is just gonna be slightly higher. It's gonna have an MSRP of $22,198. Well, our Nissan Versa is gonna have an MSRP of $19,498. So a little cheaper price. It's gonna be slightly lower on payments. So in terms of the pricing, the Nissan Versa wins being the lowest. Right away, when you look at the two cars, you're gonna check out the exterior styling. And I would consider these cars as close cousins because the exterior styling is very similar. It's very hard to tell to the uneducated buyer which car is which. I have the Sentra in the electric blue and the Versa in the gum metallic, so you can see it two different color choices, but the styling is similar. With our Sentra, we're gonna get our halogen headlights. They are intelligent on and off headlights, and you have the high beam assistant. You're gonna get this nice deep V-motion grille. Both cars were recently redesigned, so Nissan's put a lot of work in the styling and curb appeal of the cars. This one has LED turning signals on the mirrors. With the SV package in the Sentra, you can choose to pay a little extra and add a sunroof. So this one is our sunroof package. And then we're gonna have these black and silver 16-inch aluminum alloy rims. It's gonna have disc brakes on the front and the back. When we contrast over to the Versa, you can see they're pretty identical. The V-motion grille on this one is chrome, but it doesn't go as deep down. The Sentra goes right to the license plate. This is a smaller V-motion grille. It's still gonna have the same halogen projector headlights with that automatic high beam assistant. You don't get the sunroof in this package, but you do get the LED turning accents right on the mirror. And then this one's gonna have 16-inch aluminum alloy rims, very similar rims, but you get the front disc brakes and you get rear drum brakes on the back. So in terms of exterior styling, I do like the look and the sporty curb appeal of the Sentra just a little better. Let's compare the power plants here, guys. The Sentra is gonna come with a little bigger engine. It's a 2-liter, 16-valve, 4-cylinder engine, 149 horsepower and 149 pounds-feet of torque. Both vehicles are gonna come with a Nissan CVT transmission, and the Sentra is gonna give you 7.1 liters per every 100 kilometers combined, or 6 on the highway and 8 in the city. When we contrast that to the Versa, it is a little smaller engine, 1.6 liter, 4-cylinder, 16-valve. It's gonna give you 122 horsepower and 114 pounds-feet of torque. A little better fuel economy at 6.7 liters per every 100 kilometers combined, 5.9 on the highway, and 7.4 in the city. So in terms of the power plan, a little less power, better fuel economy, more power, a little less fuel economy. If you're doing everyday, day-to-day driving, you're not gonna notice a huge difference in the pricing of your gas. However, we're gonna test these cars out on the road and compare how they drive, but I do like the specs of the power plan in the Sentra a little better than the Versa. Another thing you may want to compare is the size of both vehicles. And when we put them end to end, you can really see how the Sentra is bigger by the rear and by looking at the front. Our Nissan Sentra is gonna have a length of 185 inches, while our Versa is 177 inches. So you get about 8 more inches of length in the Sentra. We're gonna compare the trunks and the interior passenger volume to see where that sits. So even though the Sentra is bigger in length, the Versa surprisingly has a bigger trunk. With the Sentra, you get 404 liters or 14 cubic feet of cargo capacity, while with the Versa, you get 425 liters or 15 cubic feet in the trunk. So you get more trunk space in the Versa, even though it is a smaller vehicle. Even though it has a smaller trunk, the Sentra has a lot of space inside the passenger area. It's gonna have 2,700 2,719 liters of interior passenger volume. Let's compare to the inside of the Versa. There is drastically less space in the Versa, and you can tell just right when you get inside that there's less space. 2,519 liters of interior passenger volume in the Versa. So more space in the trunk, but less space inside. Now we're on the inside of the Nissan Versa, and when you compare the interiors, this is where the Sentra kind of becomes a cut above of the Versa, and you can see where the extra money comes. With this Versa SV, you get this two-tone interior with the white and the black. You can see it all throughout the dash and on the premium cloth seats. There's a lot of plastic in this car, like everything is nice and hard. I like soft surfaces to add to the comfort of the vehicle. Let's compare it to the Sentra. The second I jump into the Sentra, I already feel like it is higher end on the interior. This one, you're gonna come with the nice sporty vents. You get this premium gray and black and white stitching, which does make it look higher end. It just overall is a more comfy interior. The seats are softer, all the surfaces are softer, so I would prefer the interior of the Sentra a lot better. The technology in the Versa is very similar to the Sentra. You get this 7-inch touchscreen, you get the Apple CarPlay and the Android Auto, you get the Nissan full safety shield with the forward emergency braking, the backup camera with the pedestrian alert, the rear emergency braking. You do get this touchscreen. This is the vehicle information screen that's coming right out of the Nissan Kicks. So I do like this screen. Let's look at the inside technology of the Sentra. The Nissan Sentra has the most standard safety features in its class. You get things like I mentioned in the Versa, the forward emergency braking, the blind spot monitor, the lane departure warning, the rear cross traffic alert, the rear emergency braking. This one is going to have an 8-inch touchscreen versus the 7-inch touchscreen, and you get the better vehicle information screen right in the center. So in terms of technology, the Nissan Sentra is also going to get my vote. When you're driving the two cars, you do notice a big difference in the drive. The Versa being the smaller engine, it is a struggle to get up to speed. I'm not saying it's not a bad drive at all, but it is more of a fuel saver, smaller engine. You don't have that oomph like you do in the Sentra. The Sentra, you have a ton of confidence. However, this one, being at the 1.6 engine, you get the better fuel economy. You're not buying this car to go fast or to race. It does accelerate and take turns pretty smooth using that CVT transmission. But when you're on the road, like I've just always felt the Versas to be a little louder. The Sentra is definitely a smoother ride. So when they redesigned the Sentra for 2020, they really improved the drive. And I've said this in a ton of my videos, guys, the drive of the Sentra is phenomenal. I did have the pleasure of demoing this one for about 9 months, and I was very happy with the drive. Passing on the highway is very easy. Nice smooth turns, very good on gas. It accelerates well, being the 2-liter engine. So I would prefer the drive of this Nissan Sentra over the drive of the Versa. You can already tell the way this video is going that the Sentra is just kind of a cut above the Versa, and it's only a couple grand more. So when you're driving and taking these vehicles out on the road, I do prefer the drive of the Nissan Sentra. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Now, if it were me purchasing these vehicles, I would choose the 2021 Nissan Sentra. I just like the drive better. There's a bit more comfort. It's a bit more smoother ride. So I'm willing to pay a little bit extra for the 21 Nissan Sentra. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. Would you choose the Sentra or the Versa? As always, subscribe to my channel for more unlocks, vehicle comparisons, car reviews, and how-tos. Thanks for watching.